Hi guys, this is John Jeffery, and today I thought I would show you how to link audio to a video file on Adobe Premiere Pro. This is the Creative Cloud version of Adobe, so if your screen doesn't quite look the way mine does, it shouldn't make any difference on this particular tutorial because it's quite simple. A lot of people have spoken to me and they said, how do I link audio that I've recorded on a shotgun camera to audio that has come through my camera? And I thought the best way to do this was to show you. Now, I have cheated a little bit. I've not use the same kind of audio, so I'm just going to make this alteration a second, because audio that comes out through a shotgun camera is usually recorded slightly quieter than audio that comes through a video camera. And the reason for this is usually because the video camera picks up a lot of atmospheric noise, and that atmospheric noise causes a problem. Now, I've got the video file here. I've already exported the put on the timeline the audio side, so I'm just going to pull in the video side as it was recorded from the camera. Okay, and immediately it's not exactly the same length, and it wouldn't be. And realistically, if it was done through an audio device, the audio would probably actually be the longer one, and you'd have to trim this down and make it look nice. But for now, we're going to just go so I can show you how to make the two look good to each other. Okay, so if I put it like this straight up against, it's not going to line up correctly because, of course, this is a different size to this one. So what I always do is I shrink this back here to use that. I dragged it to the left to make this a little bit easier to read. Now, I look at things visually, so I'm like, in an artist's context, I like to look at sound against sound. The thing is, a lot of people, when they come to edit sound, they don't realize that these pretty patterns actually make a massive difference. If you don't have a clapperboard and you don't know when the sound actually started, and you can't see the person's face properly, he's put his hand over his mouth there, and here he's got a mustache problem, so realistically you have difficulty reading his lips, so you can't match things up very well. So the best way to match it, if you've got the original sound file from the camera, is to do it this way. This really only works if you have the original sound file from the camera. Now, as you can see this number here moving back and forth, the minus and the plus, that helps me gauge how far I'm moving this sound file. So first of all, I'm just going to pull it to what looks roughly the same, and I'm just going to play it back. I don't know if you can hear this.
It was the CIA, the KGB, the FBI, and Mossad all working together.
Okay, so what we have here is the sound is actually echoing because it's not quite lined correctly. So what I do, like showing you here, is I move this so I get a much larger range, and here I can see blatantly that the that the larger sounds don't quite marry up. So move it slightly to the right. So this is coming in 0.5, 0.7. So these are milliseconds. Look how it jumps to the 5 straight away. That means that I've got to move it, make it slightly smaller. Okay. So I'm now moving to the 3. Okay, so I'm moving 3 across and another 3 across, and it's over. It's jumping it. So I need to go even smaller than that. So I'm just going to move this over here a little bit. Here, there we go. So here I can see that it needs to go back just a tad. So trying to get 1. There you go. See how now this lines up perfectly. So I think this will actually work. Let's try it.
FBI and Mossad all working together. I have the proof.
So it does line up perfectly. Okay, this is where you get an opportunity here to mess around with it a bit. Sometimes if your camera is far away from the actual character talking, there is actually going to be a mishap with what's coming out through his mouth, and you might decide to move the audio to the left or to the right just a little bit, depending on how you want to marry it up. But to me, if I was to marry up this correctly, I'd be doing it like this. So now what I need to do is unlink this, right click on it, unlink, delete this original audio, Then right click on this, hold down shift, click on this one, right click and link, and you link the two of these together again, and now I can put them back in the feed correctly in the right place. And of course, because of the fact that this audio is actually shorter than this clip, for me, I'm just going to tidy it up a little bit by putting that on both sides. So clear. Oh, can't believe I just did that. Classic. Right, that's linked to that. See, this is how it is, how simply you could go wrong. So I need to link it to this one. So there we go. Mistake, live on camera. So now it should play out fine with the video.
It was the CIA, the KGB, the FBI, and Mossad all working together.
Perfect. Right, guys, hopefully that was helpful to you. Sorry about that little mishap at the end, and please leave your comments as always below and let me know what you think. And if you need any lecturing on anything at all, please tell me what you want and I'll try and do a video for you. Thanks. Bye.